for joining me for video number 2 of 30 big money side hustles for nurses. And the first video we went over 10 of the 30 great ideas, great ways to make money. And if you felt like they weren't great, well, hopefully you'll find something in this video or the next. And if you still don't find something, well, then that tells me that you need to create your own thing, because I don't know what to tell you. These were great ways to make extra money, and not even make extra money. You could turn this into a whole business where you can leave your main job. So let's go ahead and get into this. Remember, I have my notes here, and yeah, let's get started. So number 11 is nurse health coach. And you know, that's for me is like a newer idea. You can kind of start your own business offering coaching services for people who want to change their lifestyle to a more healthier or take a healthier approach, excuse me. So for people who might be overweight, or people who might be struggling with diabetes, or people who might be struggling with hypertension, and they just want to find a way to improve their life and improve their quality of life. And so you can go over nutrition, you can go to their house, plant their fridge, you can give them things to read. You really spend time with them, coaching them and leading them in the direction. Because so many people want to get healthy, but they don't know how to start. They genuinely don't have the foundation or the knowledge or skill set to get started, and that's kind of your role. So if that sounds interesting to you, get into it. The next one is create travel events. Oh my God, I love this. Create travel events for professionals. So you're basically a travel agent. If you feel like you love planning, you love travel, you love a vibe, and you know nurses love a vacation, create an experience in the Bahamas, Fiji, you know, Kenya, you know, Japan, wherever you want. Pick it and create, you know, an experience catered to travel nurses, create it to nurses in general, where they can mingle, meet other nurses or other nurse entrepreneurs, where it's also a nice vibe, it's relaxing, they're learning, they're, you know, their hair's down, you know, whatever you want to cater to, you can do that. So I love that idea. A lot of people are doing it more. You see all these like nurse travel weeks, nurse, you know, yacht weeks, all those things. You can do that too. You just have to do the research and figure out how to make it work. The next one is, again, it's similar to the last, but you're planning local events. So rather than taking people to Tanzania, you would be renting out like, you know, a nice bar space, you know, where people can mingle, set a vibe, or you could do a brunch, you know, an event where the menu is set, there's bottomless mimosas, there's professional photographers, you know, it's a mingle, it's just cute, you know what I mean? Like, create a vibe. And you know, you can create it like a date, you can do a flash dating, you can just do travel nurses, you know, getting together and making nurse friends in new cities. Just, you know, people love that. I love that. You know, people love a vibe. You know, get paid off of creating vibes if that's your talent. Professional organizer. So this is like really good, because you know, travel nurses or nurses can sometimes be so busy that their closet's a mess, their counters, their kitchens, their pantry, everything is a mess. You can create a professional organization business where you go in, organize people's closets, organize their pantry, organize their house, organize their life, and get paid for that. And people are paying big bucks for that. You see that on TV shows. I actually have a girlfriend who paid someone to come organize her closet or her life. So if organization is a God-given gift to you, get paid for it, boo. The next one is home health business. This is like, you know, I need to make another video on just big business ideas that aren't just side hustles. Because side hustles, I feel like you can kind of start small and grow into, but some are like a little bit bigger. But there are people that have home health businesses and work their full-time job. You know, they can be in a way an agency where you're sending CNAs out, you're sending caretakers out to help people in their homes. So if that's something you've always been interested in doing, it's not hard. Look at the legalities, look to see what you need, how much money you need to start. Just make sure you're compliant always. You know, you don't need to be on the other side of the law for no reason. So that's another home health agency. The next one I'm going to go over is nurse consult or mentoring, which I like this idea. Like, be a mentor, create a consulting or mentoring business for maybe new grad nurses or nursing students, where they have someone they can go to who can help them with their resume, help them get into internships, how to interview, how to network, how to integrate into the new role of actually being a nurse rather than a student, helping them get over issues like if they have a bad preceptor, like that mentoring kind of consulting, you know, there's kind of a fine line between it. That's a great way, because that can all be done through Zoom, you know, or if you want to meet your people locally, you can, but that's, you know, that's an idea. The next one would be a Concierge Medicine, which is so bougie, because when you think about it, is Beyonce gonna call and be like, oh, can I get an appointment on Tuesday with Dr. No. Beyonce has her own doctors. I'm sure she's healthy, but her own doctors. The Kardashians have their own doctors that come to their homes. So Concierge Medicine is like a membership in a way. You can pay annual fees, quarterly fees, and this might be a little bit more like NP route, but RNs can do this too. All you really have to do is pair with, you know, a provider, like an NP. But as an NP, you can write your own orders, you can write, you know, send out for imaging, you can write your own prescriptions, you know, you can do what you need to do to get the job done, but you make house visits, you give very catered quality, you should always get quality care, but like catered quality care in home, you can do it over the phone, you're basically available to these people. And when I was looking at it online, it looks like you can charge, some annual memberships can go from like $1,500 to $20,000 for the year. So think about that. Like, think about the clientele you would have to cater to, or you could bring it down and make it more accessible to, you know, the regular person. But that's something to look into. The next one is a medical device educator. So, you know, like, that's everywhere in your hospital. Look at the beds that you're driving your patients on. Stryker, maybe. Start collecting those names, writing a list down. When the reps come, ask them like, hey, how did you get into this? How do you become an educator? Can you do it part-time? You might want to get into pharmaceutical sales, just things like that. Do your research, slowly start keeping a folder of ideas, of contacts, because that might be a great way to bridge over if you're thinking about leaving bedside and maybe possibly educating or getting into the tech field. Let's see, the next one I have is manage social media accounts. If you have a gift for that and you're truly talented and you can prove that you can blossom someone's social media account, that is a great side hustle. You can do that on your downtime, and you can be growing someone's audience and making money for it at the same time. So check your talents. When you're talented, truly talented, then charge for it. And if you feel like you're not talented, you need to do some self-exploration, because everyone has a talent. Everyone has a skill or something they can offer the world. It might have just been muted somewhere. You might have, like, you know, forgot, you know, how talented and amazing you are. That is some self-work you need to do, but everyone has something to give to the world. And the very last one, which is going to be 20, is going to be Innovate and Create. So if you're one of those people who are just super like tech savvy, or maybe not even tech savvy, like you can create things, like you're the inventors, then do that. Sell that business for millions of dollars. Innovate and create. We constantly, in the medical field, you know, things like a Foley, like that's such a simple thing, but whoever created it's making millions. Or a Pure Wick. So simple, like literally set, you know, it's basically a straw. You set up to a vacuum, people pee in it, and it's gone. You know what I mean? Just there's so many small things that we need as healthcare providers, or that have improved the quality of healthcare. And it all starts, you know, it can start from you. So if you have a great idea, look into how you can patent it and produce and put it into the world and get paid for it. So this is my second video on 30 big money side hustles for nurses. So I hope you found something in this, but if not, I have one more video that is going to take us up to number 30. Thank you so much for joining me. If this video was helpful, if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all of it. And just remember that no one is more special than you. There is nothing you can't do when you put your mind to it. Thanks. Bye.
get